Hi, this is the Girl Healers Weekly Read. This is from Monday the 28th of October to Sunday the 3rd of November 2024. I can't believe that we're moving into November. It has gone so quick this year. It's weird. It's kind of gone quick but gone slow at the same time. I've learnt a lot this year about myself and just my journey and my work. But I also feel like it's gone very quick as well. So I don't know whether some of you resonate with that as well, like this feeling of like, it feels like we've had quite a lot of time, but at the same time it's like, wow, where did that year go? It's crazy really when you think about it. Anyway, this is a collective read, so it resonates with everybody in their own way, and there's normally small individual messages throughout the reading, so do watch the entire video. And if you do want a one-to-one reading, which is much more in-depth and detailed for you personally, then do contact me. You can send me a DM, or you can go on my website and fill in a booking form, and I will book something in with you that way. And they're all recorded for you to listen to so that you can play them back and listen to them later on. And I do this because so many times clients say to me, oh Hannah, I listened to your reading 3 months later, 4 months later, and I was like, wow. Because at the time things might not make sense to you, all of the things that I say, but when you look back on them you're like, wow, that happened, or this and that, I can relate to that. So do contact me if you'd like to book one in. So the first card that's coming through here is all about thinking it through. There's something, and I feel like this is quite a significant number of you. There's something that you're going through, and rather than just racing ahead and rushing into it, Spirit is kind of saying to you, like, assess every situation. Look at the pros and cons, read the small print, read the detail and the finer detail of things, and really think about what this is going to bring to you. Will it bring joy and happiness? You've really got to think things through, rather than just kind of saying, do you know what, this is the only option, or this is the only way I can get to A to B, they're telling me, or I have to fill this in now because it's got to get done, but yet actually you don't have to do it right this instant, they're saying. So this has a different message for different people. I've been given a few different messages there, but just think something through before going ahead. You know, you may need to meditate on it. You may need to speak to a mentor or someone who in a more of a specialised field and who can help you with this and guide you onto what you should be doing. But I just feel like you need to think something through first. I do want to say to about 17 of you, you really need to focus on the positives. I know I say this to everybody needs to focus on positives, because the more that we're in alignment with being grateful and feeling positive about things, every morning waking up and being grateful, the more we're going to stay in that frequency, that energetic vibration of attracting more of those feelings, those emotions, those experiences into our reality. But you really do need to focus on the positive. I think some of you have been through a really hard couple of days, couple of weeks. Things haven't been easy, and things have tested you. They've tested you, but Spirit is saying, you know, through every cloud is a silver lining, and you have to look at all the great things that came about and all the memories and all the wonderful situations you've been in, and focus on all those positive things, the joy that you did get from situations. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting because it's telling us to assess the situation. I feel like this is very much related to thinking it through. You know, that first card I said about really reading the finer print, focusing on things, thinking about the pros and cons, assessing the situation, really looking at it from a standpoint, or taking a step back from that eagle-eye perspective, that bird's eye view, and saying, you know, what is this going to bring to the table? I just think there's something that you need to look at before stepping forward. Really assess everything, okay, before you move forward. There's 5 to 6 of you this card is for. This is all about opening up to change, not being so stubborn and not being so set in your ways. I'm feeling some of you can be very restricted to how you do things, they're saying, and you really need to be more open to change and movement, and to be more flexible. I know we can get stuck in our ways, and some people really like how things are, but actually without change sometimes we can't grow, we can't evolve, or there may be some really great opportunities coming in that you're just not allowing to come in because you're not being open, you're not allowing that energy, that frequency to attract and meet with you halfway. So it's really important to be open and be more flexible to changes, because actually, you know what, even though change can be scary at times, once we actually move into those energies, sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, do you know what? Actually, I needed that change. That was exactly what I needed. And if I hadn't have stepped forward and taken that plunge, then I may never have known what that change was about or how it made me feel. It's really important to allow yourself to do that. There is some of you this week, there's about 3 or 4 of you that are very, your emotions are very heated at the moment. There's a very collective emotion at the moment anyway. And I don't normally bring world events in that much because I'm not a big one for watching the news. I don't like to absorb too much in the energies, but there's so much heavy energy at the moment, and I have to say it is to do with this Liam Payne thing. There's no question about it. There's a heavy collective energy. You've got to remember that we all intuitively have a sixth sense. We all have this inner innate ability to understand things and to read energy and know what's happening. And so many people that don't even think they have intuitive abilities are reading between the lines and understanding and assessing situations that are heavy right now and are unjust. I don't care what anyone says. I felt this the minute it happened, and even last night I woke up at 4 a.m. dead on the dot, that sounds a bit, and I heard things in the energies. I felt energies related to this situation. It has been literally around me 24/7. I felt totally invested in it, and it's not something I normally do. I'm not big on boy bands or pop stars or celebrities. I've always very much felt like we're all equal since a very young age. It was a strange energy. I've always felt like, you know, why would they be better than me? And that is how we should all be seen. We should never put people on a pedestal. However, there's definitely an energy here of something not right, something unjust. And I think that we all individually feel something, but we're not sure what we feel. And this is our intuitive senses, our sixth senses, but it's also spirits that are tuning energies in with us. And I feel like, you know, there's this sense of emotions going on at the moment, but this energy that we're getting, I feel there's a need to get out into nature, to clear our energy, to really meditate, to try and detach ourselves from some of these energies, because if you're very empathic, you're going to start feeling very heavy. I've got knots in my tummy right now about this whole thing. But there's a need to kind of cool your emotions. So if you felt quite overwhelmed, get out into nature, meditate, really try and detach yourself from situations. Okay, that is what's coming in here. You've got to trust the universe this week. Trust the universe that all's going to be well for you. I feel some of you are just not feeling like things are going in your favor, or you're not trusting that there's going to be some kind of justice, they're telling me, justice to something or a situation in your world or in the mainstream, but you've got to trust the universe. Okay, they're telling you to just trust, all will be revealed. Okay, oh, this is lovely. This is about taking time to just pamper yourself and take care of yourself. And I want to say this is for about 16 or 17 of you. Just really take time out. This is about you now. Okay, this week I want you to do something for you, even if that's just taking a nice warm bath alone with some candles, if that's going for a walk in your favourite park alone, and if that's watching your favourite film, if that's eating your favourite foods, and if that's going and buying yourself something that you've wanted for a while and you just feel like, you know, now's the right time and it makes you feel good, then that is what it is. But this is about taking care of you, and that can mean something different for everybody. Okay, I do feel some of you feel a little bit kind of what's the word they're giving me? There's this feeling of feeling alone, but actually Spirit is saying that you're absolutely never alone. There's always guides, there's always angelic realms around you, and I think your intuition is very strong right now. So touch in with that, and you know, remember that we have free will in this earth as humans, as human souls. We have free will, and you know, angels, guides, ancestors, they can't override that. Spirit can't override that. So you have to invite them in. You have to allow them to come in. Okay, so it's really, really important to know that. Oh, this is a beautiful card, and I feel this is a message for one of my clients actually, who lost their dog yesterday. It was the most traumatic thing for me too. I felt very connected and I was crying. I felt so sad about this situation. There's unconditional love here. There's a sense of unconditional love here, and animals here on earth and in spirit world supporting you. and getting you through this. And this isn't just for this one client that I'm talking about that happened yesterday, but this is also, I feel, for other clients who just feel a sense of protection with their animals, whether they're here on earth or they're in spirit world. They're very much guiding you, they're around you. And she asked me yesterday, she said she could feel a sense of energy around her legs, and I said absolutely. Smells, feelings, that is your spirit animals. Okay, so that is what I have for you this week. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you do want a more one-to-one in-depth reading, do contact me, like I said. I also offer life path sessions on Zoom where we can talk about where you are at the moment in your life if you feel like you need a little bit of guidance. And I also offer distant healing and one-to-one interactive healing where we can work through anything that's not serving you, where you maybe need a bit of help with grief or being stuck in situations where you can't find clarity, anything physical, mental, emotional issues. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'm sure some of you are on half term. I'm on my second week of half term. We had 2 weeks. So I was away last week in Wales, which was just absolutely beautiful. Tenby is one of the most beautiful beaches, honestly. If you get to go there in Wales, in England. And this week we're doing bits and pieces at home. So enjoy your half term. And if you're working, I hope you have a great week ahead. Take care. Bye.